Family, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe and the bell and the like. Leave a comment, fam. So, fam, we are jumping back into Volt Inu. There has been a lot of updates over the weekend, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So, fam, let's start here. As we can see, Volt Inu is sitting at about 49.5 thousand. It is still headed towards that 50,000 follower mark, just shy of it over the last weekend. And I thought it was going to break 50,000 by last week, but nonetheless, that's why, you just got to put things in God's hands, man. But I know it will be breaking 50,000 followers very soon. Again, if you have not migrated your tokens, highly recommend you do that, because I do believe that Volt is going to get more exchange listings, and wherever you want to park your Volt at, you're going to need those V2 tokens to do that. So let's go ahead and jump into our first update. Now, Volt says, in the Volt army, we all Volt together. And this was from a community member, and they said, Volt Army, the true definition of a community token. Where every member's voice is heard, regardless admin or not. Everyone plays a role to help us reach that $1 a dream, a project where there's no over promising and no delivering, but our motto is under promise, over deliver. If you know, you Volt. So again, and this is in regards to, so you have the future right here, right? These clouded cities that sit amongst the stars. And what do we have? We have the dev, the team, and the member. This would be most projects. Obviously, the community member has the lowest part of the totem pole. But nonetheless, in the Volt Army, what do we have? The dev, the team, and the members, who are elevated to not necessarily the highest point, but to a point where they can actually see the future along with the project leaders. And it calls them fake projects who operate like this. Now, let's go ahead and continue, fam. So Volt says there is only one thing that can save this market: high voltage. And I will be honest, personally, I do think that Volt is going to have, it's going to play a major role in this market. I think that in this market right now, especially community-wise, Volt is literally probably the biggest project in this market, the most optimistic project in this market, and it has the highest capability and more utility than literally 90. I mean, I would say 99%, but let's just be modest and say like 90%, 95% of every other project in the crypto space. I mean, you can use shopping.io to buy things on Amazon, eBay, Home Depot. You can use Crypto Cart to basically do the same thing, but I think they have more stores you can buy from. They do have the racing game where you can earn money from playing the game. They're on like 20 plus exchanges in less than 5 months. Truly, I just don't think that I'm not going to say that other projects can't compare. It's just that, again, Volt just makes sense. It makes sense as an investment. It definitely makes sense as a long-term investment. So Volt says there are a lot of Inus, but there's only one Volted Inu, and you're going to love it. And I kind of love it how, they are wearing like Tesla, but it does kind of look like a cross. And as you can see, Volt is like the Mars champion. And what is he? He's rubbing, the Shiba Inus. I guess Shiba Inus are going to be on Mars at some point in time, and they're going to have like gold-plated collars. So again, I'm telling y'all, Volt just seems like, to me, is going to be a major win for a lot of people. It's already been a major win for early investors, but I do believe that it's going to be breaking billions of dollars in market cap. But again, it's humble beginnings, so it takes time. Now, Volt says now is the time to Volt more than ever. And again, y'all, if you are in the Volt Army, y'all share the tweets, like the tweets. So, you could see clearly 500 likes, 200 retweets. The Volt Army is doing its thing out here in the market, but nonetheless, every day we can shine brighter and we can shine greater. Now, Volt says, look here, the Volt Army is going to show you how it's done. And again, I look at a lot of different projects. I look at a lot of different communities. Again, the Volt Telegram is over 18,000 people. 18,000 people. And at the time of making this video, there are over 1,400 people online and over 100 people in their video chat right now. So again, y'all, that's not something to be taken lightly. I mean, and I would love to hear it in the comments, man. What other projects are doing something similar? And if y'all have forgotten, there will be that $1 million burn at breaking the new all-time high, which is just going to make the coin go paravoltic. Now, Volt says, imagine a reversal with top exchanges, sponsorships all around the world, real world utilities all popping up like Volted tweets. And on top of it, a burn at all-time high, probably nothing. So again, y'all, I do think that there is going to be, I mean, there's already been a pretty good reversal, but I do think that you just have nefarious people in the crypto space, and all they do is try to just, it's not even just trying to trade on the coins. You know, they try to ensure that some of these coins just don't have a good future. And what it is they're bothersome, they're hindrances to the development of these projects, and not in a good way. But, you know, like I say, you know, you got to put that up in God's hands. I know God is going to move his hand to do the right thing in the right direction for Volt, because it is out here genuinely taking care of its community. It is out here genuinely getting more exchanges than I have ever seen a coin do in this space in less than 5 months. And I think they are saving the best for last. So I do think there's going to be crazy exchanges that pop up over the next couple of months, if not over the next couple of weeks. And I do think we're also, what does it say? Real world utilities and sponsorships. And it's got many different sponsorships, at least 4 or 5 that I can think of. But nonetheless, Volt is going to keep volting. So Voltinu says, with the current market, there's only one place to hold this Saturday night party. And who do we have? We have, it says, let's Volt it. Elon Musk, Nayib Bukele, and Michael Saylor. And we also have McDonald's right here. I think this is the lady who runs the IMF, no lie. I'm not necessarily sure who this is, but nonetheless, what do we have? Volt Inu. What, you possibly can buy McDonald's with Volt Inu? I'm not a huge fast food person, but I do think that is a real world utility, especially for people who are throwing in maybe $100, $200 into Volt. They can stop at McDonald's, get themselves whatever they want, and let it be. So I don't know if we got some big whales that are going to be behind this project and jumping into this lake, because again, if y'all don't know, you know, these are big people for Bitcoin. Even Elon Musk is big for Bitcoin. Nayib, you know, obviously they're using volcanoes to mine Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is huge for Bitcoin. And what is Bitcoin associated with? It is associated with the Lightning Network, which basically allows you to send billions of dollars worth of Bitcoins for like $7. So again, I don't know if they've heard about Volt. I don't know if they're looking at Volt. I don't know if they're going to invest in the Volt, but I wouldn't be surprised. Now, Volt says, if you think about it, Bitcoin was a meme coin in its early days. Volt, among others, is also a meme coin. Probably nothing. And that's the thing, y'all. Volt is a long-term investment. And I had some people make comments where they're like, oh, well, if you took some profits at the top, then that just shows that I'm a great investor. Yes, it does show that. That is what it shows. And I say that humbly, because the truth is, y'all, I talk about diamond hands, and I always say, do what's best for your family, y'all. Diamond hands is not senselessly holding an asset from the top to the bottom. That is not diamond hands, okay? Diamond hands is being able to hold an asset in your portfolio for the long term. Okay, so again, if you bought Bitcoin at $1 and it goes to $30,000, it just does not make any sense as an investor to not take some profit and to leave some money, of course, in the asset and keep it in your portfolio. That is what diamond hands is about. Okay, so again, you know, that's my whole thing, y'all. Volt is going to be in my portfolio for the long term, realistically for the rest of my life, especially at the position I got in on. And, you know, I'm just going to keep holding it. I'm loving the reflections. And again, y'all, you got people out here who are probably collecting billions in reflections because they hold that much Volt. So I'm really, really happy with where it's at and where it is going. Volt says Elon Musk and many people keep speaking about tokens becoming global currencies. But what about becoming a currency on Mars? Isn't that the real adoption? And again, y'all, I have brought this up many, many times. When it comes to global, I guess when it comes to what I would think is interstellar travel, possibly interdimensional travel, intergalactic travel, it only makes sense to use cryptocurrency. There is nothing else that even makes mathematical sense to me. Okay. And the reason why that is because cryptocurrencies are basically software. Software can be accessed most likely across the entire galaxy if it is designed to do that. And you have the communications or telecommunications platforms to support that. So again, imagine if you have $100 million on Earth, but you want to send $50 million to Mars. How are you going to do that in any other way? Okay, you have to realize there has to be a bank on Mars. That bank has to have the technology to receive that money, and so on and so forth. With cryptocurrency, if we design it in the way that we, to specifically be for intergalactic or interstellar travel, we could literally be sending transfers of wealth or money from Earth to the moon to Mars in the blink of an eye, just that quick, because we can design these coins to be that way. So I don't know, we may see I don't know if it's that way right now, but all I'm saying is it is possible, especially if we can create internet towers and the technology to support that type of just communication. All we would need is internet on Mars and on the moon. And I don't know, maybe there's electricity out there. The same way we tap into it on Earth, it may be possible to tap into it on those other land, or I guess those other planets, those other celestial bodies. So I would love to see it. Now, Volt says, does it mean that everyone wants to Volt? And it definitely does, man. Volt has been trending #1. And again, what have I said? In a bear market, when coins are not performing as well, it makes it extremely easy for the coins with the best communities to outperform every other coin. So what did we just witness? We saw Luna. This is the thing. People will be on the channel talking about, oh, Volt's this, Volt's that. They didn't say not a single word about Luna or Terra Luna, about it going from like $100 to 0.0002. But again, when you are a successful project, when you have a strong community, when you have a successful trajectory, of course, y'all know the trolls and the gremlins and the monsters are going to try to come out and say things about you that are just not true. So point being is this: everyone does want to Volt. Everybody wants to see this coin succeed. And why is that? Because it's hot #1 for like the 17th time. So let's continue. Now, what Volt says, what's for sure is that Volt can't be ignored. The voltage is too high. And if you think that we're at high voltage right now, you ain't seen nothing. So let's continue. The Volt army is about to Volt, y'all. This is so awesome, man. I absolutely love it. We got Two-Tone Knuckles down here wearing and rocking his Volt Inu gear, representative of Volt at the WWE event. Voltoshi, Volt Army, Volt Inu to Pluto and beyond. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. We're about to Volt. All right, let's continue. So it says, of course, Volt is represented in Argentinian football. More than a meme, not selling. And again, y'all, this is why I'm a long-term holder on Volt. This is why I would consider myself a diamond hands holder, because Volt will always be in my portfolio, regardless of where it is at on the chart, regardless of where it is at as a project. I am going to hold Volt because at this point, I just see all the things that it's doing, and it's doing all the right things. And I do want to, I guess you could say as an investor, from my perspective, we're rewarding it as investors because it is doing all the right things in the space, and it is doing all the right things as a development team. So yes, I'm rewarding it with my investment, and I may just start accumulating more at these price points because it's looking real nice. If you're a buyer, this is what we would call a buyer's market in real estate, man. So conclusion, it's about to Volt hard, man. And as you can see, we have, I don't know if y'all remember Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't think that's where this movie is from. I don't know if this is Pacific Rim, but nonetheless, look at that. He's trying to connect all the dots. And again, y'all, I absolutely love this actor and the roles he plays. He's just a great actor. He just does great work. But nonetheless, yes, y'all, he's connecting all the dots. And what is his conclusion? It's about to Volt hard. So Volt says that feeling when you have more bomb than zeros. So again, y'all, Volt did make the claim that it's possible one day Volt could be at a dollar. even if Volt gets to a penny, people have to understand that is just going to be an astronomical amount of wealth for what I think is the most, really the greatest community in crypto. What I think is the most beautiful community in crypto. What I think is the most supportive community in crypto. And again, I think that there is going to be a great, great reward at the end of this journey. And again, the journey does not stop because we're not headed to a destination. We're headed to Volt harder. So let's continue. Just do the math. What do we have here? Electric Volt plus Electric Volt equals green bag of money. So again, y'all, breaking our next all-time high, I think is just going to be absolutely beautiful. Volt says keep volting it, and that is in regards to Crypto Messiah, who dropped the lightning bolt. So again, y'all, let's see what happens. Don't look for the next big thing. Volt the current big thing. So y'all, again, some people are probably looking for that next big project. Some people are probably looking for that next big opportunity. I personally am as y'all know, I'm holding Volt now. I'm going to continue to hold Volt, but most likely I will most likely start to accumulate, especially at these lower price points. Because again, I've seen Volt break all-time high after all-time high after. I've literally witnessed Volt go from $10 million all the way to $240 million. And I think that wasn't even nothing major. Because again, I think that the whales are just preparing to make a move on Volt. But, that's just speculation. That's just my speculation. So Volt says the beauty about Volt is that literally anything can get volted. And I absolutely love this comment because, again, y'all, it goes back to the utilities. We have clothing. We have the ability to buy goods on stores like Amazon, Amazon, Home Depot, eBay, and so much more. Argentinian soccer teams getting volted. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, do not be surprised when you hear about the Volt Arena or you hear about them sponsoring a major sports team. Bear or bull market, Volt doesn't stop volting and building, and that is how you do it right, man. They never stop building, and that's why their Telegram is blowing up. That's why their social medias are blowing up, and that is why their project is blowing up. So this is from Kong Trading. He said, if I had to choose one meme coin, then it would be no doubt Voltinu. My partners at Voltinu are doing things most well-established projects aren't even doing. Full send it. Absolutely beautiful. Had to throw a retweet up on that one. So family, let me hear your thoughts and comments about Volt. I am still very voltish about the project. I'm still very optimistic about the project. I think that it has so much more to do in this market. Let me hear your thoughts and comments, fam. So fam, I do just want to thank everyone for joining me here on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Throw me a follow on Twitter, y'all. Show me some love. I will see y'all on my next broadcast, family. I love y'all. Y'all take care and have an amazing day.